What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another Bang and Banger with me, Danielle. So today's video is specifically for our first years and people who are going to be starting in university next year or the years after that. It doesn't really matter, but these are just a few tips I would like to give you guys. You know, being experienced in the field, I would like to tell you guys how it be and prepare you for a whole new world, because that's what's about to happen. So if you're new to this channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and drop a comment if like any of this helped you, or anyone who has more tips, just drop a comment. Like, let's help each other. It's a community thing, you know, a family thing. That being said, let's get right into it. So the first tip I have for everyone starting: be prepared. Just be prepared. I know I was lucky enough to go to a high school and a primary school where I met all sorts of different people, like people of different races, ethnicities, nationalities, backgrounds, all of that. And so when I got to university, I was just like, this is something I'm used to, you know? And being a people person, I love that. But some people are not like that. It might shock you, but it's something you need to be ready for. Like, you will meet people from all walks of life, and they might be completely different, but that's the beauty of it. It's amazing. That being said, orientation week. This is tip number 2, okay? Orientation week. I will not lie to you. It's boring. It is boring majority of the time, but do not miss it. Do not miss orientation week. O week is filled with information that will help you later down the line. You do not know how many times I myself used that knowledge, and people who did not go to O week were all like, how are we supposed to know that? Because you didn't go to O week. Secondly, O week is like the perfect place to make new friends. What the hell? That's a fly, yo. O week is like the perfect place to make new friends. Everyone is basically fresh to the whole university setting and whatever. So you get to like make new friends, get to know people. O week is also good to finally meet people in like other courses. When you start with classes, you meet with people in your course, and it's like, it's super cool. It's so awesome. You can still bump into people on campus. That's great. But O week is like where everyone is like open to that. They're a lot more outgoing, and they're gonna go out of their way to just like, yeah, get into it. O week you will get a tour of the campus, especially at the University of Pretoria. Every group, because we get separated into groups for a week, every group has their campus tour at some point or another. But but that's not enough, trust. So get comfortable with Google Maps. It sounds crazy, but that's how big the campus is, especially main campus in Hatfield. It's huge. It's humongous. So you get your Google Maps, you type in this lecture hall, and it will direct you, basically. It got us through the first week of university. There is no shame in it, because everybody's going to be doing it. It is one piece of advice that we got that saved us, because you will be late for lectures if you don't do that. That being said, tip number 4: make friends in your degree. If you see someone is going the same direction as you, walking into the lecture hall, or you sit next to someone that you don't know, or whatever it is, make friends in your degree. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, but what if I don't vibe? You will find someone who you vibe with, okay? There are 300 plus people in one lecture hall. You will find someone that you vibe with, because degrees are group projects. You will need those friends. You will need those friends. Let me tell you guys, we all got in there and we're like, no, this degree is for me. When I finish, it's gonna be my name on that paper. You know, it's me, myself, and I'm the focus. first week, second week. By the time we get to the beginning of second semester, you're not even shy to ask people for help anymore. You're not even shy to ask people, hey, listen, I've had a long week. Could you just like help me out with this practical, or help me out with this tutorial or lecture questions or whatever it is that's due? You won't lose that shyness. And if they're your friends, then you have a network, firstly, that you will be able to use in your life. And on top of that, you have a network that you will be able to use to get those marks, to get that degree. It is a group effort, okay? It is a group effort. Do not be proud. Do not be proud. It is a necessity. It makes things so much easier. Especially when you don't understand, you go to your friend and they could maybe help you. And if you both don't understand, then you can go together to the lecturer, because I know it can be like super scary to just go up to a lecturer and start talking to them. Not everyone is that gutsy, so you can go with a friend. Like, guys, just make friends in your degree. It's also inevitable because you're going to spend like hours on hours with these people. Probably won't notice it because there's 300 plus people in one class, but like, it's inevitable. They're there, you know. Another thing, I think this is tip number 5, join a day house if you're not in res being the residences on campus. Join a day house. So what Tuks does, it has 4 day houses, if I'm not mistaken. There's 4. There's Luminous, there's Dragiana, there's the mixed one, and then there's another one, Vividus. So guys, wow, join a day house because it gives you that sense of belonging. And on top of that, it's another place for you to meet people and network and meet people from other degrees. I met such wonderful people through my day house, which is Luminous, which is probably where you should go, just saying, you know, a little self-promotion. But it is what it is. You don't need to. You absolutely don't need to. But it is a good plus to have, you know. Day houses are amazing. My day house specifically, they give you a mentor, you know, and it helps to have someone to talk to and people who just are in your corner in general. That being said, Nsync, when you get to the University of Pretoria and you're in either a day house or a residence, you will be told about Nsync. And if you do not join either of the two, then you will see adverts around of Nsync. Nsync is basically the first year's concert by freshers for freshers. So the first years will come together, will perform. It was amazing. It is on YouTube, so I think I'll drop the link if I can find it. It is amazing. But the main reason you have to go to Nsync, whether you're in a res or not, is in the videos I am going to put. I took these videos during Nsync, which was like the end of a week, and I did not expect it. No one told me it was going to be like this. So I am telling you why you cannot miss Nsync. It is litty, okay? Litty. Not to mention, I met really amazing people yet again. If you haven't picked up, I am very friendly and I get along well with people. So meeting people is like amazing for me. I met a lot of people at Nsync, a lot of awesome people who I still talk to this day. Not that it was so long ago. It was literally a few months ago, but it feels like a lifetime ago. So yeah, make number whatever number we're on. Make the Nsync your friend. The Nsync building will be your best friend. Some of you are looking at me like, what's the Nsync? First of all, this is mainly for Hatfield campus, okay? I don't know about the other campuses, but the Nsync is our library, and it has study centers, it has group rooms where you can just like reserve the room. You reserve it online. There's a whole process to it, which you will learn in a week. And basically you can go there with your friends that you made in your degree, or just your friends in general, which I've done. And you go there and you study together. And you're thinking, oh, that's so whack. Why would I do... You're in university to get your degree. Let's not forget that that is the main point of coming to university. So, as much as I'll tell you to have fun, make the Nsync your best friend before all of them, because that library saves lives and marks and degrees, so stick to it. Next tip, because I've completely forgotten what tip number we are on. I'm just gonna assume I get to 10 eventually. Next tip is plan time to chill with your friends. You get a timetable, okay? Depending on what you're studying, you may get a timetable or you make your own timetable. That's completely up to the faculties and the way the modules that you're doing and whatever. But you do get a timetable. Plan time on that timetable for you to chill with your friends. So plan time to chill with your friends. You may have seen a meme going around telling the first years how the aula grass is not a link-up spot. It is. That's where we spend most of our time, upon that grass, complaining about life and just, chilling, having great vibes. If not there, then there's the student center. Don't be surprised, because you will see people smoking hubbly all over campus, especially student center. And it's that's when it slaps you that you're not in high school anymore, because they do it openly and it's chilled vibes, So there are so many good spots on campus, most of which I didn't even get to go to. Also, we have like an out of this world art museum. Make sure you go, fellas. If you meet a young someone and you're trying to impress her, take her to the museum. Make it believe that you have things up here. You got emotions. You appreciate the fine arts of life. Yo, I went there and I was blown. There's also the museum. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's where like the music kids are, and usually every Thursday around lunchtime they have like a little concert. Guys, oof. Let me just say, we are spoiled at the University of Pretoria. We are spoiled with resources. Everything is just there for free. All you gotta do is show your little student card. My student card is right there. I don't know if I'll show it to you guys, but I came prepared that day to take that student picture, so I was just like I know you got my good side. So yeah. I'm sorry, not that being said, on to the next tip. Get a planner or a calendar. So like what I do is I have my calendar on my wall. My sister actually imitated that. I don't know why she needs a year planner on her wall for the first grade of school, but that's okay. That's all right. We're not haters, We get her into the good habits real young. So what you're gonna do is you're going to put all your tests on there, all your exams, all your assignments, due dates, deadlines, alles. You put that on there because it will sneak up on you. If you only have 1 month on your planner, that's gonna backfire. Especially when you have a semester test on the 1st of the month or the 2nd of the month and you haven't started planning because started studying because you didn't see that it was so soon. Just get it, okay? Your planner is lifesaver, especially when it's like somewhere where you look regularly. You keep up to date with all your deadlines. And truth be told, lecturers will not ask you for your assignments. If you're lucky, which I have been a couple of times, they'll send you an email and tell you, just a reminder, you still don't have a mark for this and this assignment, which is due in like an hour or something like that. But that's all you ever get. And that's if you're lucky. If you're not, they'll let it pass and they'll give you a big fat 0. And don't think, no, I won't forget. You will forget. You will. Because it's a lot. But it's doable. You're not the first one to do your degree. Trust me, you won't be the last. And people have done it before you. People will do it after you. So why can't you? Next point. Give your best in every test, every assignment, every practical, every tutorial. Because even if it's like 0.02% of your final mark or your semester mark, that test could be the difference between a pass and a fail. Or the difference between a 74.999 and a 75, which, if you didn't know, is a distinction. So spare yourself the impossible task of having to get 90s for a test or an exam just to pass or just to get a distinction. That being said, that was the last tip, but a bonus tip because I'm nice. When you leave high school, you will have this idea, this very bad idea, but it's an idea, that you're gonna get to university. And because you did so well in high school, you're gonna easily get a distinction. Just 75%? Think about it. They had to bring it down to 75% for a reason. And that reason is because that 75 is very hard to get. Now you will need to adjust your mindset within the first semester. It will happen automatically. You will stop seeing a 60 as a bad mark. You will stop seeing a 60 as a bad mark. You will get to days when you pray for a 50. And that is completely okay. It is completely okay. Oh, wow. Listen, it happens to everyone. The best of students will have that one module that shows them flames. It reunites them with their ancestors every time they cross paths. And it's okay, you know, get your 60, get your 50 in that module and move on with life, you know? It's just a 6-month thing, you know? After that 6 months, you can now go to the next semester and hopefully that demon will have left you. If it doesn't leave you, I'm sorry, it's just a 3-year course, hopefully. It doesn't leave you. Ik is baie jammer. I'm very sorry. Je suis très désolée. I don't even know how many more languages I can say sorry in. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But we move. Also, don't close off the idea of changing degrees or just like discard anything to do with that. Just keep an open mind about it, because it gets rough, it gets tough, and you gotta go with the punches, or you just gonna, it's gonna be very difficult for you. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Hopefully you are super excited to start this new chapter in your life, because I know I was.